All right, Deja, sounds like a lot of fun out there. Hey, some other art back here at Art Prize 2025. Some other art you might not rather be expecting at Art Prize. We're talking cocktails and fragrances. They're actually being crafted side by side at the Amway Grand Plaza with an event starting today. Joining us with all the details is Patrick Stoffel, co-owner of Fox Naturals over here, and Brian Walker, the beverage manager of the Amway Grand Plaza. Thank you both so much for being with us early. This is kind of a interesting but exciting event that you guys are teaming up for Art Prize. So first, before we jump into what we're doing here, tell me about this event. What can we expect as we come out tonight?
So yeah, it's a basically we want to come together and make some cocktails and make some perfume based on famous pieces of art.
Okay.
So today we have the Scream.
Okay.
Which
this guy right here. This is what we're talking about.
Painted in 1893 by Edvard Munch.
Okay.
And basically, we had a couple people that were in our department, and they were big fans of Fox Naturals.
Okay.
And what they kind of linked us up, and now we're making art history.
Making art history, and of course the Fox Naturals portion of this, that's kind of where the fragrance comes in.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
tell me about Fox Naturals and this partnership that you guys have created. I mean, how do you guys say, hey, we want to take this drink and we want to take this fragrance and put it together? How do we make that happen?
It was a really interesting endeavor. I feel like Brian and I had a lot of fun crafting a cocktail, taking those ingredients and turning them into a perfume.
Okay.
You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started. So you're going to kind of make a twist on what here?
It's a twist on a whiskey sour. We have a split base of, it's actually rye whiskey,
Okay.
dark rum, and Amaro Nonino, which is it's like an Italian aperitif.
Sounds like a night drink to me.
Yeah.
One and done.
It's a modern twist. A lot of people are starting to introduce dark rum into their whiskey cocktails, whether
Okay.
it's an old fashioned, a Manhattan. Then also is further along the twist lines, it is a black currant whiskey sour.
Okay.
Or sour.
Okay,
So,
very cool.
yeah.
So I would say go ahead and start making if you want to.
Yeah, for sure.
And just kind of explain your process as you're going along. So this
Yeah.
it's such an interesting combination of flavors that you're talking about. How do you go about crafting the flavors together when you're making a drink like this?
There's a lot of elements to a good cocktail. You got sweet and acid.
Okay.
And so sweet, acid, whiskey sour, it's kind of the blend of both. This one is a whiskey, it's 2 ounces of liquor, so it is a stronger cocktail.
Okay.
Today I'm gonna go ahead
It's Friday.
and...
We can have a little bit of a stiffer
Yes, we can. I'm gonna start off with 2 ounces of our split base.
drink. Okay.
I've got, and my secret to a good whiskey sour is actually lemon juice and lime juice. So I use half an ounce of lemon juice, 0.25 of lime, got 0.5 of the black currant simple, and then a good whiskey sour has a egg white.
Always.
So I already made the egg whites.
Okay.
A little bit more in there. Awesome. Okay.
Always get your ice in there.
Get some ice.
Perfect. And you've already chilled down the glass. I've noticed that you've done that.
Oh yeah. So that just I like straining over fresh ice.
Okay.
If you make a margarita, sometimes it's called a dirty dump, where you dump the ice that's in the shaker back in the glass.
Okay.
That's aligns with the style.
Okay.
But this one I like fresh ice.
All right, and while he's pouring this out, tell me about the fragrance that we're going to be kind of diving into during the event.
Yeah, definitely. So I really took Brian's lead when creating the scent. I picked lime zest, lemon zest. I've got a smoked whiskey base, black currant, aged woods in there, some cedar, and then also tobacco. So
Okay.
really exciting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so when you're pairing this together, I mean, what's the thought process here? Are you going to match this or complement some of the flavors in the drink?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, we want to highlight clearly the ingredients that he chose for the cocktail, But when it's a perfume, it's a little bit different scent to taste.
Okay.
So the big differences are we added tobacco, really grounding scent. It's going to smell great, last all day.
Okay.
And we really wanted to bring in some of those black currant, really fun, zippy. Ooh, look at that!
I know.
shake.
Look, he's got a little shake,
He's got
shaking
the
a
moves.
shimmy
I do
going
not.
on with the shake out there. Okay, very cool. So, are you going to show us how you kind of assemble that? And I'll
blend
move
that
this
up
out of the
for
way.
you.
That way we
Oh,
can see the
perfect.
scale.
Wonderful. So we're gonna go in with our rosemary and wood oud.
Okay. And he's doing this all by measurements on the scale here, by the way.
Perfumery is a little bit of a blend between art and science. And so we're gonna go in with a gram or two of tobacco,
Okay.
a little bit of that black currant, just like a cocktail, we're actually adding in like a bitter.
Okay. And while he's doing this over here on your right side of the screen, we've got the cocktail pouring on the left side of the screen. You keep on going.
Yeah, definitely.
It smells good, by the way. I'm really getting the fragrances all together here.
Yeah, the
And I
way
can't tell if it's that or if it's that. This is what I'm smelling,
it's
honestly.
both. We want them both to mix.
Okay.
They do complement each other really well. And this is just a alcohol distillant that we use. It's all natural, organic alcohol.
Okay.
So just like you would find in a cocktail, we're
Yeah.
actually using that same stuff. And then there you have it. You got a
Interesting.
perfume.
And do
I know.
you shake it all together, and that's
Yeah.
just kind of how you do it?
Yep,
You got a
that
little
is
tester
blend.
strip.
Yep. So I'm gonna have you try it out.
Okay,
You're gonna
perfect.
be my tester today. Get a little on there.
Okay,
Let you try
perfect.
that
Do you
out.
wave it, or how do you
Yeah,
test
go
these?
ahead and wave it.
Wave
and
it?
then smell it right under your nose.
Oh yeah, that smells really good. Okay, and then we have the cocktail here, which is supposed to just kind of complement and tie everything
Exactly.
together with a little bow. I'm gonna go ahead and you got a little presentation on top. So what did you put on that?
So that is actually a beet juice swirl.
Okay.
So it inspired by the artwork.
This right here, absolutely.
Basically, Edvard Munch, he wanted to depict a scream in nature.
Okay.
A silent scream in nature. So I took some beet juice and I swirled it around,
Yeah.
just like how he has his painting, and it's ready for you to show.
All right, I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna take a little whiff of this,
Perfect.
and then I'm gonna do a little taste test. Okay. Spectacular, and you can get some of the different scents. It really does kind of complement things. I'm gonna invite my buddy Emily back in here because you gotta
gotta get
try
it
it
on the
too.
drink.
All right, you taste. I can already hear the. Okay, hold on. Smell this first. Yes, and this is
Interesting, right?
just created on the spot.
Oh, so good.
Yes.
Thank you.
So again, kind of a little twist on a whiskey sour. Interesting enough. I really like the hints of the tobacco. You can really pick it up
It's
here.
nice and light too.
Yes.
It's much lighter than I was
Not
expecting.
overly rich or heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as we kind of like marinate with this cocktail, kind of tell us about the event tonight. Talk about the time, and there's another one tomorrow as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we decided to do 2 days, Friday and Saturday, from 6 to 9. It's a ticketed event, but we have many different offerings. It comes with a champagne greeting,
Oh.
hors d'oeuvres.
Okay.
And the hors d'oeuvres are
Heard
actually
that.
paired with the different paintings and cocktails and perfumes as well.
Okay.
A
And
real
then
sensory experience.
yes, and then you get a perfume and a cocktail, and you can choose between 4 different famous pieces of art.
Okay, interesting. And so this is just one of the 4, right?
Yes,
okay,
correct.
very cool. Where can people sign up and get some more information?
You can go on Eventbrite, and I think the Amway Grand website.
Okay, very cool. And that's available right now. Go ahead and go to their website if you want to check that out. That is tonight, again, at the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel here in downtown Grand Rapids. We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank